They had a prophet then, Moses. What about today?
And having a prophet, we have everything. 12 years ago, in company with a mission president from Hong Kong, it was my opportunity to initiate the work in the Philippines. On April 28, 1961, we held a meeting that will never be forgotten by those of us who were present. We had no hall then in which to meet. We made a request to the United States Embassy for permission to meet on the porch of the memorial at the American Military Cemetery on the outskirts of Manila. We convened at 6:30 in the morning in that hallowed and sacred place where remembered the tragedies of war. We commenced the work of teaching the gospel of peace. We called upon the only native Filipino member we'd been able to find. He recounted a story which I have never forgotten. When he was a boy, he found in a garbage can an old tattered copy of the Reader's Digest. It contained a condensation of a book giving the story of the Mormon people. It spoke of Joseph Smith and described him as a prophet. That word prophet did something to that boy. Could there actually be a prophet upon the earth, he wondered? The magazine was lost, but concern over the presence of a living prophet never left him during the long, dark years of war and oppression when the Philippines were occupied. Finally came the forces of liberation, and with them the reopening of Clark Air Base. David Lagman found employment there. His supervisor, he learned, was a Mormon, an Air Force officer. He wanted to ask him if he believed in a prophet, but was afraid to do so. Finally, after much inner turmoil, he mustered the courage to inquire. "Are you a Mormon, sir?" the young man asked. "Yes, I am," was the forthright reply. "Do you believe in a prophet? Do you have a prophet in your church?" "We do have a prophet, a living prophet who presides in this church and who teaches us the will of the Lord." David asked the officer to tell him more, and out of that teaching came his baptism. He was the first native elder ordained in the Philippines.
To learn more about finding a prophet, what would you do? Go watch the full video.